Here are 20 interesting facts about China that many people might not be aware of. Ghost cities, large urban areas in China have been built, but remain largely uninhabited. These cities are complete with skyscrapers, shopping malls, and public spaces, but have very few residents. 2. Marriage markets. In some Chinese parks, parents gather to matchmake their unmarried children, displaying resumes detailing their child's age, height, job, and salary. 3. The nail houses. In China, when a resident refuses to move from an area planned for development, the developers will often build around the house, leaving it standing alone in a new development or even in the middle of a highway. 4. Reincarnation laws. The Chinese government has a law that requires Tibetan Buddhist monks to obtain permission before they reincarnate. 5. Time zones. Despite its vast size, all of China officially uses a single time zone, Beijing time. This means that in some western parts of the country, sunrise can be as late as 10 a.m. 6. World's longest sea bridge, the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, spans about 55 kilometers, 34 miles, and connects the 3 major cities across the Pearl River Delta. 7. Football, soccer, was invented in China. The earliest form of football, known as Kuju, was played in China during the Han Dynasty around 2,200 years ago. 8. Only one surname library. The White Horse Temple in Luoyang has a library that collects only one type of book, those about the surname Li. 9. Red envelopes during the Lunar New Year. It's a tradition to give red envelopes filled with money. It's believed to transfer fortune from the elders to the children. 10. Elderly rights law. There's a law in China that requires adult children to visit their elderly parents. If they don't, parents can sue them. 11. World's largest population of Internet users. Despite having a heavily censored Internet, China has the world's largest online population. 12. Pigeon spies. During the Qing dynasty, pigeons were used to send secret messages. Some pigeons even had their own individual names. 13. Qingming Festival. During this festival, people in China pay respects to their ancestors by cleaning their grave sites and making offerings. 14. Traffic jam record. In 2010, China experienced a traffic jam that lasted for more than 10 days and stretched over 100 kilometers. 15. Ancient ice cream. The earliest version of ice cream is believed to have been in China, where they mixed milk and rice in the snow. 16. The art of cricket. Fighting. This is a traditional Chinese pastime that dates back over 1,000 years. Crickets are kept in special containers and are sometimes trained to improve their fighting prowess. 17. Foot binding. An ancient and now banned practice where young girls' feet were tightly bound to prevent them from growing. It was considered a mark of beauty. 18. Terracotta Army, discovered in 1974. It's a collection of over 8,000 life-size terracotta soldiers, horses, and chariots that were buried with the first emperor of China to accompany him in the afterlife. 19. 4 Great Inventions. China is credited with 4 of the world's greatest inventions: the compass, gunpowder, papermaking, and printing. 20. Ming Dynasty's maritime expeditions, led by Admiral Zheng He in the 15th century. These voyages reached as far as East Africa, decades before Columbus reached the Americas.